Hey y'all. Hey guys. It's your girl Kay. I have a very important question. Why do we have 10 tabs open in our mind? Can we talk about it? Why do we start things and not finish it? Let's say, for example, this is me. If you're anything like me, you may do this, you may not do it, but if you don't, I aspire to be like you when I grow up. You'll start a YouTube video, you're watching it, you're enjoying it, somehow you find yourself scrolling through the other videos, and then you see a video and you're like, this looks really interesting. But before finishing that video, you're on to the next one. And then by the time you notice, you're like 4 or 5 videos in deep. Like, is that just me? Is that just me? Like I said, if that's not you, I aspire to be like you when I grow up. Or for all my book readers, you will start a book. Okay, you have your book, everything is great. And then 6 months down the road, you have 5 books. You didn't finish that book. This is not for the true book readers, but I'm just trying to get my point across. You got 5 books, you didn't finish that book, but you bought other books. And don't cap, because I know you're not going to read all those 5 books. Don't lie. So why do we start something but not finish it? And that is what I want to talk about today, because I think it's very important. We're still in the beginning stages of 2025. All of the old, bad, toxic habits need to go away. So let's address it. So I want to give you guys a couple of reasons why I believe we may start something and not finish it. So one, which is very obvious, you're too distracted. If I am watching a YouTube video, I need to finish it all the way through. Don't get distracted by, my mind goes to, okay, let's just scroll and see what other videos YouTube is suggesting. Let's just finish what we're doing and then we can look at other videos. You're too distracted. Another reason is you have a list of things to do and you're avoiding that list by adding to the list because you don't want to start your list. And then you keep adding and adding and adding, and now instead of having 2 things to do, you got 10 things to do and nothing's getting done. Or your list may be too long or it's not realistic. Let's set some realistic goals so that you get the first goal done. Let's say you say to yourself, I want to read 3 books a month.
Because I be feeling like everybody lying. Nigga, you lying.
What you need to do is finish 1 book, maybe give yourself 2 months. Don't get distracted with all the other books out there. Stay on course, read that book, and then when you finish it, you move on to the next book. Yeah? Okay. Another reason why is that dopamine, girl. We feel so good knowing that we have a task, but when it's time to get that task done, it's a whole different story. So don't let dopamine be that motivator. You need to just get it done, whether it feels good or not. Get it done. Okay? And another reason is anxiety. You may have anxiety, you may have fear about something, you're unsure, you're doubtful, you don't know how it's gonna go. And I understand that. So those are some of the reasons why I think we may start something and not finish it. But let's talk about practical ways in how we can overcome that so that 2025, we're doing much better. And as the year progresses, we can see that we're progressing as well, right? Let's progress together. Okay, so I have one simple tip to give you, and that is Keep it simple and add God in the mix. Let's start small. If you have that habit of starting a YouTube video and then moving on to the next, watch that video in its entirety and keep doing that. Build a routine, build a healthy habit of starting something and finishing it, and start with like the least important things. But it's all about building that habit. And as you start doing that, I mean, obviously if you're watching a YouTube video and it's kind of boring and you're just like, I don't want to watch this anymore, then okay, close it down, whatever. But it's just about building that habit so that when you get to the more bigger projects, the more important things, you have that habit of starting and finishing it. And I would also say adding God to the mix, because he who began a good work in you, hello, is able to complete it. Don't start anything without God, right? Make sure that you're in alignment with him. If you have a project on your mind and you're unsure, pray about it. But once you get that green light and you know that this is what God wants you to do and you feel peace about it, go ahead and do it. Even in the struggles, because you know everything comes with challenges, go ahead and do it. Don't stop it and say, oh, you know what, because I'm having a difficult time, maybe God doesn't want me to do that. Maybe God doesn't want me to do this, so I'm going to do something else. That could also be an excuse. No excuses. Let's start and finish, okay? A characteristic of God is that when he starts something, he's going to finish it. And we're trying to build good characteristics because that is what God really cares about when it comes to his children. If you give somebody your word, don't give them your word and then go back on it. And that, I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me. But for the year 2025, let that be something in your priority list if you struggle with it. If you're an adult and you have that down pack, all praises to you. And let's start strong and finish strong. All right? Okay. So if this spoke to you in any way, please leave a comment or like or subscribe to the channel, or you can share it with a friend that you know is struggling, because we all need some encouragement. We are daughters of the King. We are Lux, and this is Luxury.